Hi, everyone. So this week's topic is happiness, and I kept having these two words come up a lot this week, ownership and responsibility, and my head just kind of tied all those things together. So uh, in the newsletter this week, hopefully you get that, KimberlyDubreuil.com if you want to sign up. A whole bunch of good stuff in there about happiness in 8 areas of your life, setting up for the next few weeks that we'll be going in depth in each area. And there's a little worksheet in there for you to fill out. I do an extensive one with new clients, and this is kind of a mini one just to get some thoughts down. And this day, I just finished teaching a leadership class with one of my great clients, a new group we started today. And again, ownership and responsibility came up with a client yesterday, 2 days ago, another conversation. And so I'm going to say happiness, this is a cliche you've heard before, it's an inside job, right? So we have to take responsibility for our own happiness. We have to take ownership for it. I know I spent a lot of years writing things in my journal, things I was upset about. I think I shared this in one of these videos, but a few months ago, I was cleaning out a pile of stuff. I found old journals from like 10 years ago, and I opened one up, and it was saying the same stuff I was currently writing. And that was a big eye-opener for me. So I thought, okay, I know these things, right? What are you thinking about all the time? So I stopped that. I'm just not writing about those things anymore. And guess what? I'm not thinking about them anymore. So I take responsibility for my own happiness by doing the things that make me feel happy and smile. So what do? Take walks. I know to move my body when I'm not feeling 100% happy. And I don't always feel like it, but I know that works. And I know I always feel better afterwards. So if I'm taking responsibility for feeling happy or good, whatever word you want to use, I'm using happiness this week, then you gotta take the effort, make the effort. And that's another blog post I wrote, so you can look for that one too. But to do the things, you know what I like to do at night sometimes before bed, especially if it's been a hard day or there's been bad news or something bad's been going on. The Office is always on TV. So I will find whatever channel it's on that night and watch one episode before I go to bed, because it always makes me laugh, and that's what I want to do before I go to sleep. If I watch anything that's violent, scary, awful before I go to bed, then I try to avoid those things anyway. But if I did, I would have a nightmare. So, we have to help ourselves out by making the right choices. There's all this research out now about reading before bed. Even 6 minutes apparently can help you have a peaceful sleep. So I always read a few pages. I don't get very far because I fall asleep, but trying to think, what else do? I do lots of things. Like I have places that I like to go. You guys know about these things because I tell you all the time. But I do take responsibility. I do not think it's anybody's responsibility to make me happy. I have to do it myself. Things that people do make me unhappy, but it's my reaction to it, right? That causes my unhappiness. So I do not blame them at all. And, I can then choose how I want to interact with them or what I want to do with the situation or whatever it is. I'm not even thinking of anything concrete right this minute. So that's really my message today in this video is look at the ways that you might not be taking responsibility for your own happiness, the things that you could be doing. And then I hope you go on this journey of the 8 things in 8 weeks. We're just going to go a little bit in depth on each area, so you will be prompted to really kind of think more deeply about these things. And maybe come out with some clarity and maybe a little bit of a plan, maybe 1 or 2 steps, 1 or 2 things you're going to do differently. Maybe you're already thinking about what those are. So glad to have you along, and I hope to hear from you along the way. Have a great week ahead.